So let me quickly add this. The visual learners are easily distracted, whereas the passive learners are not easily distracted. They might seem, if you look at the both in terms of their body language or the means of learning, you might tend to look at the passive learner as someone who is not serious, or you might tend to look at the active learner as someone who is more serious. But don't get that wrong. I said you guys should stay with me, and I'm heading somewhere. So at the end of the day, you will know why I have taken so much time to explain the different kinds of learning processes and the different kinds of learners that we have in the midst, be it in the classroom or be it in the offices, be in our teams and all of that. We have them different kinds of learners, and then they learn differently. The earlier you understand how these people learn, the better for you. It will help you on how to deal with them in different assignments that will be given to them, or how they process information, how they store information, how they're able to give back information. Do you understand what I mean? So in regards to that, I want to also talk about the auditory learners. Those kind of learners are the types that would want to listen. They also like they in a nutshell, they're not too different from the visual learners. The visual learners are people who will listen more with images, while the auditory learners are people who listen more by you speaking to them. They listen, and they also do a lot of imagination. So if they listen to you, they are listening to you, you're speaking words to them, you might not really add it with pictures, but the words you speak, they will form pictures in their mind. They form pictures by the conversations you're having with them. So they connect more when you're telling them a story, or maybe if you're lecturing to them, they're already imagining it in pictures, so it enables them connect easily. So sometimes you might look at them as people who sometimes you find them in classroom and you're like, are you listening to, are you here with us? So they tend to be like, they have a lot of similarities with that of the passive learners. But the passive learner can be looking at you, you know that person is there, but you know the person is not really looking at your face. But when you come to the auditory learners, they want to listen to every word you speak. Sometimes they can be easily carried away by the fact that they're trying to form pictures by what you're saying. So when they form those pictures, it's easier for them to store those information, and it's easier for them to process those information. So they listen more, and then they form more pictures. But remember when I said the passive learner would not really be listening. The body language might look like the person is not listening to you, but the person is listening to you and getting every information out of you. So don't be carried away by their facial or body language.